What up, guys? My name is Taylor, and this is my prediction for the coming up finale of Season 6, and basically just theories of what I think is going to happen for Game of Thrones throughout the rest of the series. So, let's get to it. Okay, cool. Glad to have you guys with me here today. We all have watched episode 9. I'm not really going to review it. If you haven't watched it, please click on this video here. I don't know where my screen is, but please click on that. That's my episode review of episode 9 in 90 seconds or less. So, check it out. Okay, do that. So we're not really going to kind of discuss the little finite details of the episode. We're going to discuss predictions in this video. But to just say this is by far my favorite episode of all time. Right up there next to the death of Joffrey. That episode was amazing just because I hated Joffrey. Back in season 1 when he died. Actually, that was season 2, wasn't it? Ned Stark died in season 1. So that episode. Moving on. My first prediction of what's going to happen in the season finale. I mean, there's going to be a lot of cliffhangers. I mean, it's a season finale. They have to leave you on a cliffhanger to make you want to watch the next season, to make you talk about it for the whole next year. So I don't know if there's going to be a lot of action. There's just going to be a lot of setup for action and just a lot of failure. Not failure, but just a lot of cutoff right in the middle. And you're going to be wanting to watch more. As we saw in the preview, it's going to revolve around the trial of Cersei Lannister and Loras Tyrell. I mean, in this trial, something crazy is going to happen. Cersei's going to have to do something because she doesn't want to go to trial. She doesn't want to go to jail. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to her. And she's just been getting crazier and crazier as time goes on. As for, I want to call him Lancelot. As for Loras Tyrell, I don't know what's going to happen to him. I feel like his sister is going to step in and have some way and manipulate it where he gets off a trial and that Cersei is the only one that is going to have bad happen. Maybe Tommen's going to die. And then that will send Cersei in a rampage in season 7. Which goes along with a theory I have that a lot of other people have had, but I did think of it on my own without actually watching these theories. I feel proud for that. I believe that Cersei is going to turn into basically what the Mad King was. She is going to turn into the Mad Queen. We all know her love for her children and her love for power and being in control. So I believe that she's going to remember about all this wildfire underneath the Red Keep and just want to burn everyone just like the Mad King did. But when she turns crazy, the thing about this theory is that I think Jaime is going to have to kill her. Just like he had to kill the Mad King because the Mad King was going to kill everyone. We've been seeing Jaime that he has kind of a heart of gold. A heart of a lion, pun intended. We've learned that he actually is a good dude. Like, him killing the Mad King was out of care for everyone else in King's Landing. And him and Brienne, we see that he has this friendship with her and that he cares about her. I believe that although he does love Cersei and that he cares about Cersei and all he wants to do is get back to Cersei, like we learned in episode 8, I do believe that it's going to come to a point where Jaime is going to have to choose the hundreds and hundreds of people will die, or his crazy sister will die because she's trying to kill all these people. And I believe that he's going to go for his sister, that he's going to have to. It's going to be a hard choice for him. He's not going to want to do it, and he's going to do everything he can to stop his sister, but ultimately I feel like he's going to have to kill Cersei. So that's what I believe is going to happen with Cersei Lannister. Now, Jon Snow, we know what's going to happen with him. He's going to have to create plans and get alliances back to fight the White Walkers because that's what he's mostly concerned about. And he needs to find more of a hope or a passion of why he's here. Because like we learned in episode 9, like he doesn't know why he's here. He needs to find some sort of purpose. And I think one way he can find that purpose is this other theory about Jon Snow, Dany Targaryen, and Tyrion Lannister. It is said that Jon Snow is in fact a Targaryen because Dany has 3 dragons and so she can only ride one of them. There is believed to be 2 other Targaryens in the wind that no one really knows about. But this is a theory that's been going around for a while, so maybe this didn't blow your mind. Maybe it did. Maybe your mind's like blown. I don't know. But yeah, it's believed that Jon Snow is a Targaryen. This goes back all through the series. Jon doesn't know who his mom is, and Ned Stark, even when he left, he said, next time I see you, I will tell you everything you want to know about your mom. In this season, this is where we come close to understanding this theory. When we did a backflash with Bran to the Tower of Joy with Ned Stark. He's there looking for his sister, who supposedly was kidnapped by the Mad King because he loved her. This theory says and states that his sister was actually in love with the Mad King, that they ran away together, and they had a kid. And that kid is Jon Snow. And when Ned Stark goes to the Tower of Joy, we hear his sister screaming up there, which I think is she's giving birth, and she dies while giving birth, and that baby is Jon Snow. And Ned is like, you know what? I don't want to kill this baby, so I'm just going to take it and just say it was my kid. So that's why people think that Jon Snow is actually his sister's kid from the Mad King, so he is a Targaryen. And so I feel like that's where Jon Snow, once he learns this principle, I guess, that he will gain some purpose of why he's here. And the last part of this theory is that people think that Tyrion Lannister is also a Targaryen because his dad told him that I would never have created something like you, so your mom must have slept with some other guy. And people think that that was the Mad King. And so that's how Tywin was born, or created, I guess. And so he is also a Targaryen, because if we remember back in this season, I don't know what episode it was, but when he kind of tamed the dragons by letting them off their chains, people believe that he did that and was able to do that because he is part Targaryen. That's cool. Like, if that is true, if that theory is true, and they're all three Targaryens, and they all three freaking ride dragons, I mean, that would be legit. Just think of that burning down all the effing White Walkers. So cool. So that's going to be super interesting. I'm really excited to see this finale. And also not really excited because I know it's going to leave a lot of cliffhangers that I'm not really going to like. But yeah, that's my episode review and / prediction, I guess. So I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe. And please check out my other videos. That'd be really great. And leave comments below if you have anything you want to say and tell me. Yeah, love y'all. Deuces.